800 likes. Who cares? Straight up out of context, that's what you may think, if you have read the title, of course. But if you're following Floyd Mayweather's steps, then let me read it for you. The title of the first one says, "Hey Ghosty, can we discuss the haunting?" So how did it all start? The second question isn't part of the title, just to let you know. It all started when I was a kid. Someone dressed in all black, because Black Life Matters. He was walking in the backyard of this dude's house. Let's call him Susie. And he is an apple according to some people. Susie also captured some of his house decoration statues moving. Now how is he gonna host the visitors? So to fix this problem, Susie decided to man up and take his camera to see what's going on, as if he couldn't tell when he saw the previous tapes. Anyway, he went downstairs to the living room where the camera captured the shadow guy. He sat down and waited for their entry. Maybe they could have a conversation about this activity, but he ended up running back to his bed.
What's that? Hello? What do you want? Is anybody there? Why are you doing this? Do you need help? Why are you haunting my house? What do you want? Why are you doing this?
Maybe they were actually trying to discuss the situation, but in a more of a private matter. In case any of them get angry and start yelling, the sound doesn't leave the room at full volume. Another out-of-context video with 3 guys in a water hoe in the middle of this place. It wasn't described during the video, and this is not the original source. But I would assume that it's a haunted hotel. Now from the title itself, you already know what you're about to get. A shadow figure. At least here he looks more like a shadow. And what else happened? Some background noises, and the third irrelevant footage, in which they sat up a camera in a room for no reason, as if they knew something should happen there. The room wasn't really interesting enough to witness any kind of phenomenon. But then a snaky-like hoe, and I'm talking about a real water hoe here, not the lady, that robe thingy moved. How menacing.
Ragazzi, sopra, ma è sopra ragazzi, questo è un verso. Ora. Senti, qua sono ancora di più. Ma no, come è stesso sta di cinghiale sopra? No, ragazzi. Poi sono passi pesanti, eh? Cioè sono rumori pesanti proprio. Hai sentito? No, ragazzi, io sopra non ci voglio salire. Che cazzo? È in testa a noi, ragazzi. Sembrava... Non è che cade a pezzi. Sembrava tipo provenire dalla fine del corridoio. Ma non è chiuso il corridoio, scusa. Il corridoio dovrebbe essere chiuso. Non abbiamo visto in quella stanza.
Imagine if there was a technology that could allow us, the humans, to create such a figure. Just imagine. And I'm not saying that it's fake, but I don't think these creatures should look like this, or even move this way. I'm talking about the investigators. Yes, fellas, you're about to see the hidden most recent manifesting edition of Tesla cars. something that has not been announced yet. We all know that Tesla cars can drive you while you're sitting your ass flirting with that gold digger and telling her how much money you have, and she tells you how much fake love she has towards you. Now don't get me started on this, I'm kinda getting pissed. So this car also has the autonomous feature, but at a much more advanced level. Instead of just driving you while you're in the car, it can also drive itself to you when you're, let's say, somewhere away from it. At first, I thought the car was just slipping. I was like, let me see this again. I'm sure it just slipped, but then I saw it taking a turn only The Rock can take, like in the Fast and Furious Trash series, because it's family. Have you ever heard of the Ouija board? I'm sure you heard about it more than you heard about your dad, and I don't mean this in any harmful way. I'm just talking about his history before he became a father. So you guessed it right, and I should give you a B+, but did you know that it also went wrong? Like it should have. Here comes another group of 3 guys and a very respectful young girl. I'm really sorry if she was a boy. They all look almost the same gender due to the poor quality of the video. I can't even tell if that painting was actually moving or it's just low resolution effect.
No pasa nada, Cari. Yo ando a mover 1000 veces y nunca ha pasado nada. No hay ningún problema. No quieres hacer esa semana que solo cacho. Vamos a comenzar, ¿ok? Gabriel Cruz, queremos saber si está presente en este momento. Haznos saber, danos una respuesta. Dios. Queremos saber una señal si está presente en este momento. No vayan a quitar el dedo.
I don't even know what they were discussing at the end. Like, what did you expect? Maybe they were pissed of the guy on the right, the one who ran first, the one who I think caused the chaos. He was so scared he made a mess under the pants. Maybe this wasn't his first time, that's why they were angry. No hard feelings here, but we all know where the most stupid life decisions come from at a young age. Maybe he turns out not to be American in the end, but I feel like he is. And I care so much about my feelings. So what wrong decision did this young man take? I don't know, I'm not his father, go ask him, but what I know is that he bought a jigsaw plushie. Very cute, but the cutest part has yet to come. The plushie is haunted. What a shocking.
Part 2, the doll that moved.
This was the second time I caught him moving.
I was on TikTok in my room when I heard something. was hoping this fish shit didn't move.
I hope this guy is just a teenager, because it would be a shame if he was to be an adult, because he said the reason why he decided to tape the video when he was laying is so that if he dies, people would know the cause of the passing. A haunted plushing taking your life. Yeah, for sure, buddy. A bunch of class clowns all decided to hang out in a car after midnight. Perfect time for a djinn to make an appearance. And so she did. We are talking about a lady djinn here. Of course, that's what the video is trying to convince you. But I want you to keep your eyes open and your anus even more wide open. Don't be deceived. And just so I don't forget, they are Russians who are possibly drunk. I wonder where the police are at that time. These folks were driving when they encountered this lady, who to this day, she hasn't taken the decision to cross the road. It took her longer than me.
Это что за призрак? Труба! Жесть! Жесть! Пацаны! Давай посадим! Давай кругаля сделаем, еще посмотрим. Офигеть! Давай открой дверь! На видео, видите! На видео! Она опять руку сама сейчас испугается. Жесть, что сейчас стало? Ты вообще не плачешь. Маша! Жесть! Я еще с ним взглядом переглянулся! Пошли еще. Машок, я тебе барабатал. Маш, мы еще блеванем, если по кругу будем кататься.
If let's say this was real, I really feel for this thing. I mean, that's not the reaction she was intended to receive. Like, put some respect on her name. Unless they were genuinely scared, their voices sounded like something else to me. Let me explain to you the story of the Whispers estate. And if you already know the story, then shut your mouth and set your butt down. There are some people who are starving for knowledge, you know. The house was built in 1894 in southern Indiana. There was a crazy doctor who used to do all his stupid shit on the first floor for 26 years. Now I don't know why he hated the second floor, but I call that racism. Obviously, when this fella passed away, finally, some of the souls of his past victims started haunting the house. According to sources, and there were 2 different death occasions in this property, between 1966 and 1974, a passing of a man and his disabled son. This is the first time I have told you some helpful details. I'm proud of myself. Now who died and made these 2 in the next video eligible to investigate this place? I have no idea. Shane and Kelly made a series of 3 episodes in which they wiped the floor with these spirits. In this one, after a Ouija session, which has become more important than breakfast nowadays, they went upstairs, to the bedroom, not for anything sexual, but because there was a door that wanted to be caught on camera moving while they ate breakfast downstairs, the Ouija session area. Something that didn't leave any impression on me happened.
You guys know what a spirit box is. I told you, dude. I told you. Let's do it one more time so I can show your legs, and I got the ball in frame. They even knocked the antenna down. The antenna even moved down. You were hitting that table so hard. Hold on.
No, I didn't bump it. How'd you feel about that?
The Ouija board? I mean, I didn't feel anything with the Ouija board, but shit around us started happening.
Yeah.
Dude, I think our laser light died.
Huh?
Our laser light died.
Ooh. I'm scared.
The door's still shut. Holy.
I swear.
Holy.
I swear.
They called this the most intense paranormal activity they have witnessed, or something along these lines. And this place was ranked fourth in the most haunted places list. A random abandoned house in the Middle East would floor number 1 on their list. Kitty K, you might have heard of her, or even seen her on my channel. But even if you haven't seen her here, you surely did somewhere. She has been featured on so many channels so many times, they are like posters for her now. Which is just a way of over-exaggerating. So what's new today? Nothing really, beans and jelly. But for the first time ever, at least from what I have seen from her, we finally get to see her husband. Now all the gay people can celebrate. His name is Jamie, and don't come just yet. I know the name is cute and all, but his reaction would be something else for you. Kitty K, and the K stands for knockoff, I think. Like a knockoff version of Katy Perry. That's just an assumption. So Kitty really tried to test this man in front of all of us. Like putting him right in the middle of danger. The flower pot statue thingy almost hit his head. And then when she was scared at the activity at the end, she started calling him for help while he was sleeping. He needs some sleep, lady. And things don't stop there, because her cat also has to deal with such events, like a fart coming out of nowhere. And of course, wherever there is fire there is smoke, and wherever there is paranormal activity there are dolls. Who also moved as always, because what's the point otherwise?
I've got Jamie down here. Oh my god! Oh my god, Jamie. Oh, I'm not doing it. Okay guys, I brought Jamie down here to straighten the cross and yeah.
You heard it.
Yeah. My old vase went flying at you or like towards you and fell. Oh my god, check my vase, is it broken? It didn't hit you, did it? Okay, so guys, you wanted us to straighten the cross. The cross is straightened. It landed standing straight up. Okay guys, I'm in the upstairs bathroom. It's 20 after 1 in the morning. I grabbed my phone because I can hear my kitchen cabinets banging. I'm the only one up. I'm afraid to check it. I'm the only one up. The drawer's open. Okay. What the fuck was that? What was that? Okay. Breathe, Kathy, breathe. This happens all the time in this house. You think I'd be used to it by now? Who's there? Who's there? Guys, the remote that operates our surround sound and TV is right there on the table. Leave me alone! Oh my god. Jamie!
If these freaks that are pretending to be cute and called dolls, if they are causing trouble, why keep them then? You know, dolls used to be manufactured for kids back in the days. Now adults are the one acquiring them. I don't know what's going on with number 4 today, but here comes another group of 4 people. This time it's equaled, 2 girls, 2 cups. I mean 2 men. But before we get to this abandoned hospital, which looks cleaner than my ass to be abandoned, why are the girls here anyway? I'm not saying you shouldn't bring girls to haunted places, even though all they do is screaming and begging to leave. But like, why bringing them here if they are not gonna have anything to do literally? They don't have cameras, they are not using their phones to record, they are not using any stupid ghost device, and their jeans are about to explode. I mean, wear something a little wider if you don't want to exercise. I bet they don't even have their own flashlights with them. And after hammering on the girls, let's start with the boys, who are acting so stupid I would rather watch Dora the Explorer. Like, if they get locked inside some room, they barely do anything until we get to the next day. If a door closes or slams, they don't even bother seeing what caused that to happen. And when the camera guy finally decides to move his cheeks, whoever would have been behind the door would have already gone on vacation. And I have never seen an elevator with such a door color. And how about the bucket that went diving at the end? Isn't that worth looking up for? But he just stood there and did nothing. I even had to cut some parts to save humanity.
Mira, mira, Lalo, no, Lalo. La puerta, güey. No, Lalo, ¿qué está pasando, Lalo? Ay, cabrón, güey, ¿qué fue eso? Sí, ¿escuchaste? Como exploradores sabemos los dos, güey, que venir a un hospital va a dar mucha moneda. Esto fue aquí, se murió. ¿Qué fue esto? ¿Qué decía? Dios mío, güey. Mira el fondo, güey. Al fondo se vio alguien. Al fondo se vio alguien. Mira, güey. La madre, güey. Mira. A la sangre, güey. Güey, la sangre sigue tirando, güey. ¡Ay! Pues encerraron. ¿Quién está ahí? Hola. ¿Quién está ahí? No mames, ¿qué fue eso? Güey. No mames, eso está tan alto, güey. Las lámparas, güey. José, te voy a decir algo. Mira la puerta, mira la puerta, mira la puerta, mira la puerta, Lalo, mira la puerta, Lalo. Cierra la puerta, pues. Cosas, cabrón, amonito, ¿cómo se hizo, güey? Güey, no hay que estar retando a esta madre, güey. No hay que estar retando a esta madre. Te voy a decir algo. Escúchame. Esta madre está alta. Mide más de 2 metros. No alcanzo yo. ¿Por qué te abres? ¿Por qué te abres? ¿Estás ahí? Haz algo, pues. No mames, güey, yo me voy a la mierda de aquí, güey. No, güey. No, yo me voy, güey. No, no, está mal. Ay, Dios mío. ¿Qué fue eso, güey? ¿La lámpara? ¿Viste la lámpara, güey? Vete, mames, güey. Ve arriba, 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 arriba. Arriba. ¿Qué quieres? ¿Qué es lo que quieres? ¿Qué es lo que quieres? Ay, me están moviendo. Ay, Dios mío. No sé qué hacer, güey. Mira en el cuarto, mira en el cuarto. Se asomó alguien ahí, güey. Se asomó alguien ahí. No seas mamón, güey. ¿Qué pedo, güey? Ay, mira la puerta, mira, no cerró la puerta. ¿Quién eres? ¿Dónde estás? ¿Qué buscas de nosotros? ¿Qué quieres lograr? Elevador. Fue aquí. ¿Qué pedo, güey? Ay, lo grabaste. Me tardé para grabarlo. ¿Tú fuiste? ¿Hay alguien? No, ya lo estoy grabando bien. Los perros. ¿Qué puedes decir? ¡Mira! ¡Ay, cerró la puerta! No quiere que entremos. ¿Por qué no quieres que entremos a esta iglesia? Mira las cosas como están, güey.
Te estaba diciendo yo, vamos a mirar.
Mira.
O sea, y déjame decirle que mucha gente sabe que se pega más en una iglesia. Hay más manifestaciones que en un cementerio. Ya que aquí es donde todo el mundo viene a dejar su dolor, viene a dejar sus plegarias, es donde vienen a sacar demonios, a dejar cualquier tipo de entidades en una iglesia. Y más un tipo de...
Acá no mover eso, güey. Mira, Lalo.
Mira.
¿Sí lo está grabando? Sí.
Esto era como...
Mira.
como
Se está
sala de
moviendo,
paz.
güey, otra vez, No sé si mamón. Como si tuviera...
Oiga, quedó de frente a nosotros, o sea, como que nos están diciendo que estamos viendo.
¿Qué pedo?
Si te fijas, quedó literalmente de frente
¿Tú qué sientes ahí?
hacia nosotros.
¿Estás grabando? Sí, estoy grabando. ¿Quién está grabando,
Sí,
clarito?
está muy fuerte.
¿Escuchaste? Es como una sonaja. Ábrela. Se escuchó algo atrás de mí. Vale. La puerta. La luz. Se prendió la luz. ¿Quién está ahí? Hola. ¿Viste, Alejandra? ¿Viste cómo se cerró la puerta? Atrás de ti. El gancho. Se está moviendo. Bien. Se está moviendo el gancho. ¿Viste? Sí. Lo volvieron a cerrar. No mames.
Sí, se cerró un cajón.
Yo no fui.
¿Neta?
Yo no fui.
At some point during this video, and if you paid attention to what the main camera guy was saying, he almost turned into a live version of Nuke's Top 5, using his catchphrase to hit on the lady. I'm really sorry for this guy. I know he got hurt at the end of this video, but oh my god, I couldn't hold it. The way he was screaming when the shelf fell on him was hilarious. Now I know that you're thinking that it's serious and all. But hey, he is the one who kept sticking to this room like a girl who only dates you for your look and money, and then it all crashed down on him. But before that, I got to tell you what the place is. It's supposed to be like a storage area. For what exactly? Nobody knows. And before he went to sleep, the first and the second round had something to offer. A cabinet and a door opening. Very regular at this point. Actually, there was also a fourth round, where a cloth holder fell down. Enjoy.
الله أكبر. الله القوي وأنتم الضعفاء. الله القوي وأنتم الضعفاء. الله القوي وأنتم الضعفاء. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل. الله القوي وأنتم الضعفاء. أبو محمد. الله القوي وأنتم الضعفاء. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. الله القوي وأنتم الضعفاء. حسبي الله. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل. أوف كان مرة ضيق. حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل فيكم. هذه أنا أبغى الغرفة هذه يا جماعة. الغرفة هذه كلها مليانة 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 مليانة. هذه غرفة مليانة. يا جماعة مو طبيعي. مو طبيعي اللي قاعد يصير في المكان هذا.
The noises at the end really was the straw that broke the camel's back, that he had to use a wheelchair, and he is now married and has a nice house. That was the end of this poor camel story. Nick does life because Nick doesn't like doing women's, it seems. Anyway, this man had only ever had one dream, one very innocent little dream that any man like him would wish for, to be a subscriber to Spicy Horror. But in all seriousness, he wanted an RV to travel the world, at least in Americans' logic. Their country is the world. So while he was describing his life problems, walking around the house, which he did several times, some headless mannequin was standing right behind him. I mean, some headless shadowy-like figure was disturbingly lurking at him from the dark.
And no, I'm not trying to ride their coattails or anything like that. I'm certainly not going to be like tagging them in this video or anything. I'm not. There's YouTubers on this platform that, you know, they're not like super like, what's the word I'm looking for here? There's YouTubers on this channel or on this platform that they seem to like, their whole career is just drama with other channels and stuff like that. That's not what I'm going for.
Since he has done many of these videos, and this was the only one in which he caught a figure standing behind him, he could really take that idea and make it into a mini-series, like the sun has disappeared guy on Twitter. A guy who has a job and works at night. A life that no other human has had, I know. But hear me out, he works somewhere that I can't tell what it is. Crazy, right? But that's not my fault, and I'm not gonna point out any fingers here, because I'm using them for something else at the moment. But I searched all his accounts, and he never mentioned it, and obviously it can't be just a bathroom, since that's all I can find about him. Then where did this title come from? Is he trying to hit on some girl during his shift? No. We are talking about a real baby here, like a newly born child, like a fresh from the flesh human, like someone who will not recognize who his dad is when he hits 15. So during Juan's night shift, he keeps hearing the sounds of a baby crying coming from that bathroom. The pitch of the voice does change at some parts during the recording. And yeah, that's it.
No. No, no. Hola. No mames. Uy, ¿se escucha un bebé? No mames. Uy, güey, ¿se escucha un bebé? No mames. Güey. No mames. ¿Un bebé? Solamente solo y... Güey, ¿qué pedo? No mames. No mames, y justamente en el baño de... ¿Quién está ahí? No, no mames. ¿Quién está ahí? ¿Qué pedo? No mames, qué pedo. Esto ya no es normal, neta, ya no es normal. Ay, no mames, se sintió algo bien cabrón esta parte de aquí. No mames, clarito se está escuchando. Salgan. Es que no. Güey, ¿qué pedo? O sea, ella está aquí. ¿Quién está ahí? No mames, qué putas me metí, cabrón. Hola. Hola. Ay, no mames, no, ya no hay. No hay nadie.
I got to say one thing, these bathrooms sure look as clean as the word clean can mean. I can spend days in there without getting bored, just taking shit, unless some activity like this comes in, then I would call it a day. Have you ever seen normal footage of someone's house security camera? Because I certainly haven't. And that's why I will never have security cameras in my house, because first of all I'm broke and I can't have a house, and second, because videos like this leave me with a bad impression. So here is one of those clips where a guy sets up his camera to see what's going on during his time outside, and to everyone's surprise, the house becomes a mess. A lipstick-like thingy flies on the floor, a magazine went crazy, because I assume he doesn't read books. His favorite painting goes down face first, and many more. No, buddy, the frame of the picture didn't fall easily because you superglued it earlier that day. It's because you were robbed. They sold you a cheap painting frame, or maybe the ones who sold you the superglue robbed you. Either way, you were robbed in my agenda. Out of all the videos you have seen previously, this must look to you as the most irrelevant, because whoever was in the room, they weren't giving a reaction of fear, but rather fun and joy. So why is that? Why are they having fun? Because they can. What? Do you want everyone to be sad and stressed? But actually, their friend just woke up and started acting crazy. He was like saying stuff and acting all weird. Even weirder than that man I once met when I was 4. I was walking back from school. He offered me some candy, and I took it, then I went back home. And yeah, he was a good person after all.
Ese piro se lee en los ojos re blancos. Venga, mira.
Eterno, 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 pero muy, eterno, eterno, eterno.
Saluda a la cámara.
pero muy eterno, 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 pero muy eterno, 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 pero muy eterno, eterno, pero muy eterno, pero muy eterno, eterno, pero muy, yo no sé, pero muy eterno, 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 pero muy eterno, 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 pero muy.
I don't know if this dude was trying to perform a song or trying to threaten his colleagues, but if he was to do something with these folks, they wouldn't see it coming clearly. After a long non-stop riding, I can finally say, we have reached the last one. You don't know the feeling of relief I have right now. So some dude and his fellow workers were having a discussion about something I couldn't understand. I would assume the dude was trying to hit on the girl, when the other dude, let's just give them names. I'm tired of saying dude and the other dude. The cameraman is Johnson Baby Johnson, and the registered 6 offender is Steve. Johnson went on recording. Why? And isn't that weird? Regardless, while he was recording, Steve's secret daughter just walked by from behind his back. She ruined his chances.
Oye, en la cámara acaba de pasar ahorita una niña corriendo. ¿Así? Oye, la niña que llora. Oye, te juro que en la cámara acaba de pasar ahorita corriendo, una niña. Oye, ha corrido hacia acá. Oye, te juro que ha pasado ahorita una niña corriendo. Ahorita mira, te voy a hacer el video.
I really won't encourage you to go to the owner of this video's page, because all you would find is the exact things I have found, which wasn't good for my eyes. I only saw boobs. And I know you weren't going in the first place. That's why I want to make sure you stay here safe and cozy, my child. And to make sure you will be, I want you to subscribe, so I know that you're safe.